Okay, give me a smooch for good luck. I might not make it back.
Go get him, boss.
With Tony Stark, how did he develop further? You know, for him to be interesting for you to want to play him again.
We just picked up where we left off and imagined, all right, 6 months after he's had this big win and announced with much hubris that he's all that, what does it really mean, and how does he really feel about his family's legacy?
A lot of actresses would probably run from a big, huge film like this, action film, but you embraced it. What was it about this story?
I karate chopped my way towards it.
You did!
You know, I loved the first Iron Man so much. I thought it was so charming and witty and romantic and explosive and adventurous and all of those words.
I really was a fan of the first one. I think they did a great job, and it's, you know, Tony Stark is a complicated character. He's not a simple man. He's not just a beefcake in there. He's like a dude who's got issues. He's got problems. And I think you like to see, well, how's this dude with these problems going to be a hero, and what's that going to entail?
Second time around,
yes.
What did you want to do this time that had not been done in a superhero flick?
Well, part of the fun was exploring what it meant to not have a secret identity and say, I'm Iron Man, and then see what happens 6 months later. And this guy is going to be the most famous guy on Earth. And what are those pressures of, you know, why do they keep secret identities? Why is it better for them? Of course, you want to bask in the glory of being the superhero if you are one. Well, it turns out it's a bit of a mixed blessing. And I've seen enough famous people around me to know that there is a high cost to all of the great things that they get to enjoy.
Now, you're much more ripped in this one. Was that by design? You know, was that more the superhero coming out?
I think also he's not as healthy as he was, and also having come off Sherlock Holmes, it was really hard. I tried to get as kind of sized up as I was last time, and I couldn't. So it was just the universe telling me that what I was able to do was what was correct.
There's like an element of, you know, slightly larger than life in all ways. So, you know, you're supposed to have an extra, you know, be in extra good shape and extra high heels and extra tight clothes and extra big suits. You know, it's like everything's a little bit larger than life.
You ever boxed before?
I have, yes.
Or like Thai Bo, Booty Boot Camp, Crunch, something like that?
Now, when you started to get an idea of who Black Widow was, were you more scared of the suit or the physicality of the film?
The suit and the physicality really go hand in hand. One doesn't happen without the other. I saw the suit, it was like, okay, it's tight. I knew it was gonna be tight, and like, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get into this thing, and you know, by the time I had to wear it, I'd been training for so many months that I just was like, I own this suit.
Cool.
You know,
Cool.
Like, if I don't look good in this suit now, I'm never gonna look good in this suit. You know.
I did not see her as an action star. She ran around a bit in the island. I mean, she was, you know, I saw her maybe, you know, because she's a different paradigm. But then she dyed her hair red. I saw her on one of the red carpets with red hair. And then we had a meeting to talk about the possibility of doing this role, because the role was open. And I said, it's interesting seeing you with red hair. She says, yeah, that's why I dyed my hair, so that you could help you see. I said, wow, that's pretty dedicated. So she knew what was involved with it, and she was game for it. When you see her in the costume, I remember there were some websites visiting the set when she was in the costume. There was a lot of keeping their mouths closed when they visited the set.
What did you want to do with Ivan and Whiplash compared to
I didn't want him to be a one-dimensional villain. I wanted him to have layers. I wanted him to have a life, a reason for what he did. I wanted to make choices that were justifiable and to present him in a way where you just didn't look at him as just some mean bastard that is evil.
There's an interesting dynamic between you, Pepper, and Natalie.
Yes.
What would we call that a love triangle?
I don't know what we call that, but I would say that Pepper is clearly still Tony's love interest, and yet he is swayed by the super attractive Natalie, and then also informed by Black Widow.
Pepper and Tony aren't an item, and neither are Tony and Natalie. But there's like, it's charged.
Well, you gotta love two hot ladies kind of fighting for your attention.
It's embarrassing to imagine that they have to convince themselves that they're fighting over me.
If we go on to number 3, is there a chance we're gonna see Pepper in a
Suit?
Yeah, you said it. I didn't say it.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it would be fun for Pepper. I mean, now Pepper's got the sort of level-headed, you know, businesswoman thing down. Maybe if there's a third one, she'll bust out a little bit into new territory.
Did you know that they were gonna, you know, do that?
Well, I knew it was coming because, you know, I got every, you know, different version of it. It did not start off looking this good. You know, they'd send it to me, and really, I would give it to my daughters, and I would say, what do you think? And they go, no, Daddy, your nose, or, no, Daddy, your lips don't, no, your Daddy, your eyebrows are different.
How much did that elevate you on the coolness scale with the kids? I mean,
none.
None?
0.
Wow.
They don't really...
Tough crowd, huh?
Yeah, teenage girls, you gotta do a lot more to impress them. Daddy's on a toy. It's great, Dad. Could you pick that up, please, and bring it over here?
I think it does look like you. I think you've arrived.
I will be happy to be shoved up noses, buried in the garden. I want to fight with a Ninja Turtle. I want all of that.
Yeah.